Knicks. For an upcoming episode of Real Sports, the legendary coach was asked if he was contacted by the Knicks for their head coaching vacancy, and he said he was not, and he's thankful that he didn't hear from them because, in his words, the Knicks roster is clumsy and their players don't fit well together. Do you guys have a problem with Phil commenting on the Knicks roster?
Not at all. I have no problem with what he said whatsoever. He was absolutely right. They have been clumsy. They have been anemic. They have been pretty close to pathetic until recent memory. And now you have a situation where you have an Amari Stoudemire who's owed in excess of $62 million. You can't give him away for a box of cookies. Bad back, bad knees, not insured. You've got Carmelo Anthony. He's a star, but 9 years in the league, he's been out of the first round one time. You have a guy in Tyson Chandler who is a champion, but with no post-game offensively to speak of. He has to practice on that and get himself better. You got Amon Shumpert. He's got a bad torn ACL and MCL. You don't know what he's going to be like. You do not have a point guard. Your definition of a point guard, there's a guy that was in the NBA D-League just last Christmas, took the league by storm over 2 months before he sat there and got injured and said, you know what, I'm not in any rush to come back because I want to make sure I get my money. Then we still don't know whether or not he has the left hand or he can hit a consistent jumper, whether or not to mention whether or not he can defend anybody. You take all those things into consideration, and you're Phil Jackson, an 11-time world champion, accustomed to coaching Kobe and Pippen. I'm sorry, Kobe and Shaq. Before that, Jordan and Pippen. And he's looking at a situation and he's saying, hey, I'm over 65 years of age. I kind of accomplished everything I wanted to. I'm making money. I mean, if I take any job, they're going to have to pay me at least $10 million a year. I think I'm good. Why do I need headaches at this point in time in my life? Plus, I got bad hips. I mean, all those things into consideration. I mean, come on now. It's an easy decision to me. I have no problem with what he said.
Where did he start in pro basketball?
New York.
New York.
Mm-hmm.
I lost a little respect for Phil making that remark because just once in his great life, I wanted Phil to say, I could fix that. Instead of saying, I only take, this is the translation of what he's saying, I only take sure things.
Yeah.
You know, give me Michael Jordan, I'm good. I don't even care if I have Scottie Pippen. Just give me Jordan, I'm good, because I'd be good with that. Give me Shaq and Kobe, I'm good. I can do that.
He's never been one to take a challenge, though.
Okay. But just once, after all he's accomplished, and the way his Laker team, and you were there for that 5th game in Dallas, fell on its face.
Right.
That was pathetic. The way he went out so ingloriously, I just wanted him to say, you know what? I would like to go home, go back to where I started, go back to a foundation organization of this league, the New York Knickerbockers, and fix them because there's talent there. I agree about the knees. I don't know about the knees. But there's some firepower on that roster. And maybe he could fix it, and maybe we'd all say, hey,
Well,
Phil is a great coach.
Well, all right. From a nostalgic purpose, in terms of New York, I feel you. It would have been nice. But in terms of him rebuilding something, let us not forget how anemic the Los Angeles Lakers had gone to the point they regressed to. And he comes back, what is it, in 2005, 2006 season. They're a reclamation project. They get bounced out in the first round. Kobe Bryant, even after Phil Jackson came back, is sitting there, and he's sitting there on the air with me saying they could trade me for Pluto all I care. I want out. And then all of a sudden, Mitch Kupchak gets him Pau Gasol and just theft. Highway robbery.
Okay.
Pau Gasol for Kwame Brown.
All right.
And the next thing you know, they go to the NBA Finals and they lose to Boston before coming back and winning 2 straight. Phil Jackson hasn't just taken ideal situations and won. Phil Jackson has come back and resurrected something that had fallen off the cliff. And he brought him back not just to relevance, but prominence. Let's not forget what Phil Jackson did there.
All right, we're taking a break. When we come back, Tiger Woods.